Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 11 of my Pokémon Trinity showcase. Pokémon Trinity is a fan game that's being developed by me, Updog734. So in this episode we are finally going to go into the lighthouse. I actually didn't do anything off screen this time. Everyone's fully healed. I believe Cal heals them for you right after the battle with Lady Leo. I didn't really feel like doing any leveling. We'll just keep Murkrow in front for now to get her, or him, leveled up a little bit. But we're going to head into the lighthouse and search for the next hidden gym leader. So the lighthouse does act like a cave as well, to where you can have wild encounters anywhere. And what do you know, the person I've been talking about for a couple episodes now that I want to try to add to the team appears first. So I have never used Dedenne before. I want to try though, because I know Electric can really help our team out right now, and so could Fairy. So I think, and he's level 25, so it's almost perfect. I think we're going to try to add Dedenne to our team. If I'm even saying his name right, I think I am. He's a cute little guy. I don't know. Well, I guess he is pretty strong. I mean, that was super effective, but... Ooh. I totally, like, even missed what move he used, but something that did electric damage and healed him, that's kind of cool. So I'm wondering if he can be any powerful. I know he's cool looking. I like his idea. He's kind of one of those, like, Pikachu knockoffs, but sometimes I don't give them a chance, really, so this time I think I'm going to. He is presenting a little bit of a challenge, which actually makes me glad, because that tells me that he's at least somewhat strong. So we'll get a tiny little mouse to be our Dragon Slayer. But also, his Fairy typing will help us out against Dark types as well. We don't have anything to combat Dark types right now. We can use Murkrow against Fighting types, but obviously we'll have two options now. And then his Electricity will be good against Water types, Flying types, so both of those things we didn't have anything yet against. Let's try a Premier Ball just for the heck of it. I love the Premier Balls. I think they look really, really cool. Sweet. So we got the next member of our team, number 5, is going to be Dedenne. At least for now. We'll see how he's... Okay, so an antenna Pokemon, that makes me think that his name is Dedenne. Yeah, well, I guess there's an E at the end. I don't know, but uses its tail to absorb electricity from power plants or from outlets in houses, and then fires the electricity from its whiskers. That's kind of cool. Alright. So let's check his moves out. That must have been Parabolic Charge. I'm not really familiar with that move. Wow, that's sweet. Okay, cool. Let's see, he's primarily going to be a special attacker, which is good. It looks like his special attack is increased by his nature as well. His speed is lowered, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it's actually still one of his higher stats. Nuzzle paralyzes every time and does a little bit of damage, and then he has Thunder Wave. So he has a pretty good move set up. I wish he had a Fairy type move, but we'll deal with that as we can. Let's try... Actually, I'm going to wait on that, and I'll try to, like, level him up off screen, because I know the Windy Peninsula would be perfect to level him up in. Let's heal Murkrow. I was all excited to find him right away, so Murkrow, I didn't really think about how that would hurt him. Okay. And do we have a Paralyze heal that we could give Metang? Don't think we do. No, okay. Oh, you know what? Was I in... Oh yeah, I was in Medicine. Okay, it seems weird that the wings were in Medicine. Just double checking. Okay. So the lighthouse is actually pretty boring of a map, because as Cal said, it is like an abandoned lighthouse. But we are going to go all the way to the top just to investigate. But wild encounters I thought it was pretty neat to include some electric types, being that it's a lighthouse. I don't know, just that there's a light at the top seems like there should be either electrics or fires, but then fire didn't make much sense to me, especially since it's like something to do with electricity with the light at the top. So, but then otherwise in here, some electric types and then a few like rodent style Pokemon. So obviously Dedenne like fit perfectly because it was an electric rodent. Not all of the electric rodents I put in here, like for example Pachirisu, I put in the remote grasslands just because it was more squirrel-like. That just seemed to make more sense to me. Wow, we got lucky with the level 25 one, if this one's only 20. I'm gonna run from it though. There must be more electric types, or we're just happening to run into those, than I remember. Okay. Great ball in that item chest. Also, I thought Joltik fit pretty well here, just in the logic of kind of abandoned. You'd find like spiders or cobwebs, and then also his electric typing helps. I should push Murkrow to 27, but I didn't want him to faint again. Yep, there we go. Can leave him in front for now. There we go, there's like a rodent, so Rattata's in here too. Another floor. All the floors kind of look similar. It's just in that kind of circular, like, ring fashion, which I just figured would kind of simulate, you know, going up, like, spiraling up the lighthouse. You know, there are a couple bird Pokemon. I always want to say bird types for some reason. But bird Pokemon. What does he have? He has a Super Potion. Does he have Pickup? He does. That's pretty cool. Alright. So he's going to randomly pick up items every now and then. I was just thinking we might want to just go ahead and heal him up. And use him. If he runs into some electric types, we'll either run or switch. And give some potions to Murkrow, and then heal him up. It'd be kind of cool if we get to use him right away, too, right after we caught him. But since there are some bird Pokemon or flying types, we may be able to get some experience with Dedenne. Okay. Oops, did not mean to click that. Okay, so there should just be one more floor here that we have to kind of fight through. So here we go, this should be a good chance. Sweet. He seems pretty good so far. I really like that Parabolic Charge heals you too. That must have been a Gen 6 move, because the more I think about it, I remember Helioptile and Heliolisk having it, like it being one of their signature moves. But I never remembered learning much about it or realizing what it even did. Run into a lot of wilds. But haven't seen anyone in the lighthouse yet. Okay, but here we are at the top. So we have this guy here. Says it's been a long time since I've had a visitor other than Lady Leo. Who are you? Why have you come? You introduce yourself, you kind of fill him in that you're working with Elliot trying to find the gym leaders. It says, how interesting. Look out there, Updog. The sky stretches on for miles and miles. Sometimes I wonder if it ever truly ends, or just repeats itself. A series of never-ending randomness. Reflect for a moment with me. Change is not always bad, nor is it always good. The only thing I am certain of is that change affects everyone differently. In my life, I have experienced my fair share of change, but none as life-changing as what our region went through 6 years ago. Once, I was known as Malik. In those times, I was a powerful and wise man that many admired. Now I am little more than a slave, a shell of a man, beaten into submission regularly. Yes, I was once one of the gym leaders you seek. Back then, I was a master of the flying type. My Pokemon soared through the skies. It was a beautiful time. Now I sit here, confined by the brick and mortar of this lighthouse. You see, my gym was never tied down to the earth. No, I preferred to host my battles in the air itself. Trainers would have to find me, soaring through the open skies of the windy peninsula. That all changed 6 years ago. Lady Leo stormed into my domain like a thunderous strike. She decimated my team. She laughed as her Jolteon struck us down with horrible bolts of lightning. When the last bolt hit my Braviary, he fell out of the sky. He dropped like a stone into the water. He never resurfaced. He was my first partner. I caught Rufflet when I was just a boy. The loss of my dearest companion drained me of all vitality. I submitted to her will. She ordered me to never take to the skies again. I pleaded with her, but she was merciless. She banished me to this lighthouse. A cruel jest, to look out at the wide open expanse of sky, but never to taste of its freedom. Lady Leo comes back often. She unleashes her fury every time, reminding me of my enslavement. If you are committed to collecting the badges of Zarko, I do have a few remaining, but I will not join you at this secret lab. When Lady Leo next visits, your whole operation will be thwarted when she finds me missing. It is part of my reality now. I've had a lifetime of skybound freedom. Now I suffer in silence. If you still desire my gym badge, let me know when you are ready for battle. Okay, so Malik here. We have found the 4th gym leader, just as Elliot suspected, and Lady Leo is coming in and out to check on him and make sure he doesn't escape. So he's kind of like a prisoner up here at the top of the lighthouse. So here's just to kind of look around this room here. Surrounded in glass. This would be like the lighthouse light, which is off right now. And I think maybe I should see if we have a berry or something that could get rid of his... We have a cherry berry, okay. Get rid of Metang's paralysis, okay. Otherwise, I think we're just going to jump right into this gym battle because our best option here is going to be Dedenne, which is going to be nice that we have him now. Dugtrio's not going to do much because he's not going to be able to touch the flying types. Everyone else kind of has equal part in this battle, so let's save it real quick. Let's start up our 4th gym battle. I see your resolve is firm. Very well. Let us begin. Alright, so we face off against the imprisoned Malik. So another like nod to the Liberators and specifically the Zodiac Sisters' cruelty is that they actually like killed his Pokemon, his Braviary. So obviously he's not going to have Braviary on his team. This is one of the gym leaders where I might give him another Pokemon at this point in the game. Like, he only has 3 right now also, but I'm thinking about giving him a 4th, and then maybe the 5th leader would have a 4th or 5th. So like I'm just thinking about increasing the amount they have, as well as the difficulty of their Pokemon. So obviously those are getting harder as the story goes along. But just something I'm gonna think about, because we're Not struggling at all, really, yet in the game. Oh, Fury Attack might do something, though. Especially if he gets, like, 5 hits. Oh, one of them a crit. Uh-oh. Okay, only 3, though. That's alright. So we knock out his Fearow with our new Dedenne. Ooh, and get the level up. Sweet. Trying to learn Volt Switch. This guy's awesome so far. Okay, so Volt Switch is physical. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I was like positive it was physical. Awesome. So super powerful. We're going to definitely get rid of Nuzzle because we already have a move that can paralyze, and Nuzzle does physical damage. But Volt Switch lets us switch out on the same turn as attacking, so that's awesome. He does have Skarmory. Let's save Dedenne and use Charmeleon here. I guess if you don't have a fire type at this point, Skarmory is going to be kind of annoying to try to beat. So his level's definitely higher than we've seen before. Skarmory at 32. Hopefully we can get the burn with an Ember. That would be nice. And he's going to put out Spikes. Probably smart. Not that he knows this, but since we have Volt Switch now, that was probably smart of him. One more Ember. Ooh. I thought that did a lot, yeah. See, Steel Wing. There's some... I'm going to make note of that. That's a move animation I'll probably change. I wonder if I can just copy wing attacks and maybe, like, color the wings and the animation, like, more silver. Alright. Not many problems yet. He's got one more Pokemon. Well, obviously his ace at one time was Braviary, but now, since he has passed away, he wants to learn Fire Fang. I think we're going to let him. I know he's... Let's just delete Scratch, because we never use Scratch. I want to keep a special fire move, too, because his special attack is higher. But anyways, his ace for now is Staraptor. I'm going to leave him in. I don't want... Well, obviously, Dedenne is going to take Spikes damage no matter what. But at least this way, we can try to get off some damage with Charmeleon here. I almost said Charmander. His ace is level 3. Okay, we don't even get a single hit off. Staraptor is a pretty intimidating foe here. I'm really tempted to just try to paralyze him, but also I know Dedenne is going to serve the best chance of damage. So let's go straight for Volt Switch, which is going to be his most powerful move. Dang, and he gets off Aerial Ace before we can move. That's going to probably knock us out. And he gets a crit. Okay, so here's our first gym leader that's really presenting a challenge. Now, I do have a max revive, so if it comes to it, you know what, I'm going to do it now. I just don't want it to be where we're only hanging on with one person. So we're going to throw out our small Sentret here just to absorb a hit so we can heal Dedenne. That would be under Medicine. We'll use the max revive. See you later, Sentret. Thanks for the help, I guess. Kind of just use him as bait. Alright, so now at this point, I think we will try to paralyze him, because if we survive one hit, we'll at least slow him down so that we could then attack. And then if we don't survive 2 hits, he would at least be paralyzed. Ooh, he goes for close combat. Okay, we resist. That's good. Very good, actually, because his defense and special defense, yes, both of them fall. And he's paralyzed now, so he kind of is an easier target now for our Volt Switch. Actually, you know what? Let's go with Parabolic Charge and try to heal a bit. So 2 of those should knock him out anyways. I wonder if we can heal enough to survive another hit. Ooh, it's going to be close. And he's fully paralyzed. Awesome. We'll go for the parabolic charge because I want Dedenne to get this experience here. Sweet. Okay. Definitely one of the hardest gym leaders so far, as he should be. But if you didn't have a fire type, I think he'd be even harder with dealing with Skarmory. So, and Dedenne is going to be right in the mix of our other levels. Perfect. Alright, we defeat Gym Leader Malik. I have not experienced a battle like that in many, many years. Thank you, Updog. You have allowed me to have another taste of the freedom I once had. Take this badge. You've earned it. So we get the Cumulus badge from Malik. Lady Leo only allowed me to keep some basic belongings, but I managed to sneak this in. I hope you'll use it to make a flying-type Pokemon even more powerful. So you get Aerial Ace from him, his favorite move, the move that he uses on all of his team members. You have done well to seek out the gym leaders. I see now that if there is any hope for the Zarko region, it lies with you. But as I said before, I cannot come with you yet. For the sake of your plans, and for the sake of the Zarko region, I will endure my punishment still. Tell Elliot that you have found an ally in me, and I will come when the time is right. Here, you can use this to get to the bottom of the lighthouse quickly. So that's just kind of a nice thing where he also gives you an escape rope so you don't have to go through again. And we will actually use it. To get to the bottom. You know what I just noticed? Let's give Murkrow that sharp beak. Yeah. Make his flying type move stronger. Why not? No, we have... Oh no, we're okay. 3 27s and 2 28s. Doing good. Okay, actually, so... Oh, you know what? We don't have to go through this route. I was going to speed through going back, but we can actually just fly. And we're going to want to go back to Larkinge to tell Elliot. And see if he's got anything new for us yet. And we got to remember, we're still kind of blocked out of Centrico City, so we have a little problem there. We'll see if Elliot has anything to say about that. Alright, let's check in with Elliot. What's that? You found old Malik being held prisoner in the lighthouse. My goodness, this is worse than I thought. I can understand his hesitancy to come to the lab. It certainly would give away the whole operation. Luckily for you, the old location of the next gym is right in the heart of Centrico City. I know you think your dad might be there, but I doubt you've been able to get in due to the strange crimes going on. The latest rumor is going around is that there was a murder. How terrible. I hate to send you into harm's way, but there's no avoiding it at this point. To find your dad and the next gym leader, you've got to find a way into Centrico City. I've got just the thing to get you past the guards. So you get some fake credentials. Show that to the police guards blocking the way into the city. It should at least get you inside the big metropolis. Good luck out there, Updog. Okay, so we have now a way to get past the guards and finally get into Centrico City. We will move or fly to Morcall Town and go north. Real quick though, I'm gonna buy some more potions and revives. I think we were getting a little bit low. I think super potions are still okay for now. Let's have 10 of those. And how many revives do we have? Let's get 10 of those as well. Okay. Just so we're prepared. Alright, so back into the Central Plains eastern portion. And we'll avoid this wild grass just so we can jump right up there to the guards. There's the dragon quiz guy. Here we are. Okay, quick save here. You show the guard the fake credentials. What's this? A letter? Let's see here. It says here that you're one of Professor Cedar's assistants, and you need passage into Centrico City for environmental research. Hey, aren't you a little young to be a research assistant? Oh well, who am I to judge who Professor Cedar hires? Alright, I'll let you in, but please be careful on the streets. There is an active manhunt going on after all. Please follow me. Alright, we get our way into Centrico City here. Ooh, and there's definitely a bug there. Okay, so let me pause the video. I'm not supposed to pop up here. I'll stop the video here and kind of fix that real quick. Okay, we're back now where we're supposed to be. So it's supposed to kind of spit you out right here. And I'm noticing something else too. So as we're getting pretty close to the up to the current development, I'm noticing like a lot more bugs because this is more recent to what I've made. So a lot of those treetops are a little odd to have to fix the map there. But anyways, here is where you're supposed to enter after the guard lets you in. So we'll start entering, but find a commotion here. So an officer says, "We finally got you cornered, you scum. You've been plaguing the city for too long, murderer. Now it's finally time you answer for your crimes." As the man turns around, he says, "Up, dog, is that really you? You're alive." So, cornered by the police here is none other than your dad. The officer says, "Oh no, I don't think so. This is no time for a family reunion. You're coming with us." He says, "Fine, whatever you say, officer. Up, dog, trust me, this isn't what it looks like. You've got to pick up where I left off. Search the city for clues. I know how smart you are. You can figure everything out." I said, "That's enough." Officer says, "Stoutland, surround the victim." Okay. Where exactly will you be taking me, officer? My mind is a bit foggy right now." "Don't play dumb with me. You're going straight to the prison out in the Rocky Highlands." "Yes, of course. I was just making sure I knew where I could be found. I mean, where I would be going." "That's enough talking. Let's move." So your dad kind of gets the officer to tell you there where he's going to be. So, strange that your dad is the one that's being suspected of the murder. Here is Centrico City here. Here's the Rocky Highlands. So if we want to go figure out where dad's being held in jail, it's over there. Okay, but he also said that we had to look out and search the city for clues. So that's something that we're going to be doing. And we're going to go talk to Dad first, but let's start with the people who witnessed the little scene there. "I live right next to the Liberator station, so I got a front row view of their arrest. Sorry about your dad, but Centrico City is safer without him." "Thank goodness they finally caught that madman. Killing a Liberator. What a terrible crime." Oh, so we get a little interesting tidbit there that the person that died was a Liberator. "I heard your dad was the one who killed the Liberator. No offense, but I'm glad they've got him locked up now." So here's the people that were trying to get in to get coverage of it. She says, "I'm standing at the southern entrance of Centrico City, live at the scene where officers have just arrested the murderer." And I don't think he says anything. Yeah, he's busy getting news footage. I think there's one more witness. Yep. "I saw the whole arrest. Are you really that criminal's kid? I feel sorry for you." Okay, so Centrico City is huge. It is definitely the biggest city in the game. These are like the houses here, so we will go in them. I think we want to first go see what's going on with Dad. So we're going to head out to the Rocky Highlands here. Let's talk to these people, actually. "Some people are quick to dismiss bug-type Pokemon." Okay, so he just says some generic stuff. This chick says, "I love stepping outside to get some fresh air." If you try to go further in the Rocky Highlands, there is a rock slide here that you can't go on for now, but that's okay because the police station is right here. So if we go into the police station, Hey, ain't you that murderer's kid? Man, it must have been rough growing up in a home with a guy like that for a dad. Alright, I'll give you an open pass for visitation hours whenever you want. It's the least I can do. You've been through a lot, I'm sure. I'll let the other officers know, too. The cells are in the east wing, right over there. Sorry about your dad, kid, but the law is the law. So, we can go over to the cells here. We have this guy here, who's been in here a while, losing track of the days. He says, new guy seems pretty anxious. This guy's on guard duty for the prisoner, and Granbull helps out. And here is Dad. So he says, up dog, it's so good to see you, even from behind bars. I can't risk talking here, not with the guard listening. Find the clues hidden around Centrico City. If you're having trouble finding them, come see me again. I'll try to give you hints without the guard hearing. For example, have you seen the large Pokemon Center in Centrico City? It's simply marvelous. You really should go inside sometime. I highly recommend it. So he kind of gives you little hints like that about where he left his clues without actually saying it. So here's another part of the police station just to kind of show it. We have a Stoutland over here and some police officers working. Alright, so we're going to head back into Centrico City and head to the Pokemon Center like Dad recommended. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so this is a very large city for sure. Might make it kind of a longer episode. So as we go in, it says, what's this? A scrap of paper stuck under the sliding door. You found clue number 1. It lists it out here in text box, but you can also read it from your bag again if you miss it. It says, up dog, I don't have much time to explain. I've hidden scraps of this letter across Centrico City. I couldn't risk the Liberators finding out. Find them all and piece them together, then all will be made clear. Okay, the paper has been crudely ripped. I need to find the other pieces. So just to show you what that kind of looks like, clue number 1, if you click read, it just has it written out in Dad's handwriting there. So, same thing that we just read though. So as he said though, the Pokemon Center is much bigger than normal. We have the normal stuff down here. Actually, I don't think we need to heal right now. Talk to some of these people here. Largest Pokemon Center in all of Zarko. So these people just give you some text to read through. But there are 3 rooms upstairs. So we have the TV room here, which is like the news station room. We'll talk to some of these people. The television room, people come to watch the news and get local updates. Proud to be from Zarko because she likes the Liberators. Okay. So we'll go into this room with that trading symbol and find this woman by a machine. She says, blue wire, check. Now I just have to secure the connection, and yes, it's working. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you come in. My name's Leela. I'm sure you're familiar with my work. I developed the Pokemon box storage system for Zarko. So here we're meeting the person that's going to be the box creator. I've just finished developing my latest machine. This beauty is my one-of-a-kind link particle producer. Oh, you don't know what a link particle is? Allow me to explain it. Some Pokemon only evolve when exposed to a specific form of energy that comes from trading. In other regions, these Pokemon must be traded with another trainer in order to evolve. How lame is that? You don't even get to keep your newly evolved Pokemon. After I established the box system in Zarko, I set out to research the trading evolution phenomenon. I was able to extract the energy source from the trading process and harness it in item form. I created this machine to imitate a trade, then spit out a link particle. Trainers can then take the link particle and use it on a trade evolution Pokemon to trigger their evolution. There is one catch though. In order for the machine to work, it requires a source of energy. The only thing that seems to work right are the lava rocks from Emberstone Mine. If you bring a lava rock for the machine to work, you can use it to get a link particle. Geez, look at the time. Sorry I kept you so long. Thanks for listening to me drone on and on about my research. I'll be hanging out in here for regular maintenance on the machine. Let me know if you need anything. So, here's your way to get those trade evolutions, kind of as she said, but we don't have a way to get those lava rocks yet. So, can't do anything for now. And in the heart room, we have the groomer. who offers grooming services once a day. We're going to say no, we don't have any friendship evolutions, so we're really not in need of grooming right now. Alright, so we have to keep looking for Dad's clues. But first we are going to kind of explore Centrico City and kind of show it off. Let's start, if we start here, this is Liberator Station. So it's this little like office or workspace for the Liberators. So of course they're going to be talking as if they're helping. Liberator Station is like a central location, but it's a nice little hub. Here we gather vital data from around Zarko for use in our safety analyses. Okay. And we'll just go from here and start going in some houses. This is a good house with a little side quest. I'm so nervous. A really cute girl just moved in upstairs, but I'm so awkward. I wish I could be as courageous as my buddy Sock and Throw. He has Sock and Throw down here, but we're going to go talk to the girl. Oh, hello. I just moved in here. Finally made the move to the big city. I'm nervous to be out on my own, but I think everything's going to be fine. The nice man downstairs even had his Pokemon help me move my stuff in. But I think one of them dropped this. Could you run it back downstairs for me? So you get a muscle band to give back. What's that? One of my Pokemon dropped that muscle band, and it came from the girl upstairs. How embarrassing. You know what? I think it's time to man up. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to ask the girl upstairs out on a date. Well, not yet at least. First I'll send her something to show my admiration. I've never done this before. What do you think would be best? You can do any of these, and there's like kind of a different route to get them, but they all essentially do the same thing. We're going to say flowers just to show that. He says, flowers? Yeah, that's a classic. Or so I've heard. But I don't have any flowers around here to give her. Could you bring me some? I think there are wildflowers growing in the northern part of the Central Plains. Those should work. Alright, so we're going to look out for those when we head to the next route, but not for now. For now, we'll keep kind of showcasing the city. So she says they sell special held items at the shopping mall. We also remember we encountered, I think it was a Mart employee that talked about the shopping mall in Centrico City. So there is a big mall. Obviously there wasn't the Mart in the Pokemon Center. So in this town there is going to be like a bigger shopping mall. A lot of Pokemon games have that. So I thought it was cool. We'll kind of go left and right along this street. We did those houses. We talked to all these witnesses already. The woman who lives upstairs has so many damn cats. We hear them meowing at all hours of the night. Do you like cat Pokemon? I prefer dog Pokemon myself. I thought this was hilarious, so I added a crazy cat lady who has a bunch of cat-themed Pokemon. And you talk to her. Is that you, Mr. Mittens? Did I forget to give you a treat? Oh, you poor sweet kitty. Here you go, dearie. And you get a rare candy from her. And that's literally all she does. But I just thought it was kind of a funny inclusion. They're actually getting in my way, too. Okay. Okay, some buildings you can't go in, like this one. Some of them you can. Here's a Liberator living here. So she says Sentry goes home to an intricate sewer system, which we'll be figuring that out soon enough. Like I've mentioned before, it's sometimes hard to like come up with all the different things that people say to you in the game. I think I do a pretty good job of it though. We already checked out the Pokemon Center. This is just a sign, yeah, that says Centrico City. Here we have another house to check out. My buddy and I are both Liberators. We decided to split the rent of this place to make it cheaper on both of us. He gets the upper level and I get the ground floor. It's a nice arrangement. We have two Liberators living here. Hey, leave me alone. It's my day off. So what if I spend playing video games all day? Same, bro. Okay. Lava rocks are a hot commodity in Centrico City. People use them for powering all kinds of machines. So, another hint that we're going to have to be collecting some lava rocks, going back to that Emberstone mine soon. So this woman talks about like being in harmony and things being balanced, so she gives you the metronome item. If you talk to their Pokemon, they do like their noise. That's with most NPC Pokemon in the game. I think I was gonna make his bookshelves full of stuff too. I don't know if I'm still gonna do that though. Full of like different books than the one. There was a bookshelf in Oak Grove Town that you could interact with. This is kind of neat here. So this ice cream truck is actually only here on Tuesdays. This is technically the video that will be posted on YouTube on Wednesday, but I'm recording it Tuesday night. So it's here now, so it kind of works out that we get to see it. So she says, "Hi there, our ice cream truck visits Centrico City every Tuesday. Can I interest you in a wonderful ice cream cone? We have 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. So if you buy a small one, you actually, instead of getting an item, you get a Vanillite. Medium, you get Vanillish, and then large, you get a Vanillux. So they're like much more expensive as they go up. So a large is 50,000. Obviously, we don't have that kind of money. But if you wanted those Pokemon, you could get them here. We have some people battling here, and he actually has a Murkrow just like us. If you talk to them, they do their little battle. Okay, so we just did that street. We just did this street. We'll go up this way. Have you been to the shopping mall yet? We'll be there soon, actually. Here we have a bike shop. Welcome. My bike shop hasn't seen much business lately. I heard that lava rocks are all the rage in Centrico City right now. Maybe I would make more money with some of those. Hey, I've got an idea. If you can give me 5 lava rocks, I'll let you have a bike for free. Okay, so there's another reason we need to collect some lava rocks when we can. So bored. Want to play a game? Sure. She hides somewhere, so you can like poke around the room. I'm just going to go right to where I know she is. Under the desk. Because you get a pearl for doing that. So something you can sell, get a little bit of extra cash. Okay, there's some more citizens to talk to. Centrico City has its own police force. We work together with the Liberators. We kind of knew that already. There's a connecting road. So here is the shopping mall. You get a little gift for your first time shopping. We won't talk to like everybody in here, but just to show it, I don't have an elevator, I just do stairs. So we have, this floor is medicine. This floor is Pokeballs. This floor has a TM shop. And then the top floor has battle items. One of the cool things is, I think it's this guy, will sell the different held items that increase type effect, like basically make moves of a certain type stronger. So right now he just has normal grass, water, and fire, but throughout the game he is going to get more. And then this guy I think sells like the X attack, X defense, and that stuff. So for your shopping pleasure, you can visit the shopping mall. They have all kinds of stuff. I think, let me notice this here. Yeah, that shouldn't be like that. That white around the door, that's something I'm going to have to fix. It should just like blend in. Some Liberators here. Talking about good thing they caught that criminal. He talks about taking on the full look of dyeing his hair, bleaching his hair. There's some kids running around. Let's see if we can talk to that boy. Sweet. Not that they say anything important. about Steel type. He asks for a Larvitar and will trade it for a Pawniard, which is probably the only way you'll be able to get a Pawniard. So if you do want him, remember you can find a Larvitar in the Stone Quarry. There's a rare encounter right there. We have a construction site here. Inkay looks totally chill. My Pokemon's seriously the coolest, yo. Sometimes she just flips upside down and totally vibes like that. I wish I could do that. Every time I try, my head feels all fuzzy and I pass out. I thought he was kind of a funny NPC. More Liberators in this house, so they're really like all over the city. This is definitely like ground zero for the Liberators. Alright, so this guy says, my name's Luca, I'm a computer scientist. I'm working on developing the world's fastest supercomputer, but it needs a lot more memory than I have on hand. If you find any spare memory chips on your travels, I will trade you rare items for them. So he's the guy here where we can take our memory chips. I don't think we have very many at this point. Where would they be? They're probably up a little higher here, because we have 2. So let's see. Here's what he's offering. So these 3 I think are 1 chip. I think these 3 are 5 and these 3 are 10. So he sells some rare items. That's the whole purpose of the memory chips. You'll find them throughout the game. Collect them and be able to get those rare items from him. Okay, we're almost at the end of Centrico here. This huge skyscraper used to be a gym. Thank goodness my predecessors took care of that. Can you imagine all the trainers flocking to the city? It's already crowded enough as it is. Sure enough, it says, this gym has been officially closed by order of Delvin Drabeck. So the gym in this town... Oh, but we find something behind that. Clue number 2. Another scrap of Dad's note tucked behind the sign. Shortly after they took you away, they grabbed your mother and took her too. I didn't know where to start, so I came to Centrico City to look for you both. When I got here, I found your mother in the Liberator Station. She was dressed as a Liberator. She even dyed her hair blonde. That's where this note ends, so we're left on a little cliffhanger there. Oops. Okay. So we have clue number 2. We're going to be searching for 3, but I think we're almost done showcasing Centrico here. So he talks about the strength of steel, and he's actually going to give you a steel shell. So remember, in Pokemon Trinity, that's the evolutionary item that will evolve Onix and Scyther. And she talks about the bike shop, and we're back full circle with the bike shop. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to wrap up this video here, and then in the next one, we'll finish finding the clues from Dad. So I will stop here in front of the Pokemon Center and save it. So I really hope everyone's enjoying watching Pokemon Trinity. I know we're leaving on a cliffhanger here that our mom may actually have become a Liberator. So if you're excited to find out more about what is going on with our parents, definitely tune into the next one where we will find the rest of Dad's clues. Please leave a like or comment. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on YouTube, or subscribe to YouTube, whatever it's called, that you can keep following the videos if you're enjoying Pokemon Trinity, and I will see everyone in the next video.